Oklahoma State women's basketball forward Abbie Winchester always hoped she'd get to play for the Cowgirls. She is now living out her dream, and she gets to do it with her family by her side.
When it came down to it, I think I knew, like, it's OSU or it's nothing.
Abbie Winchester has been an OSU fan since birth. Abbie's father, Jerry, played football for the Pokes back in the early 80s. He always dreamed his daughter would follow down the same orange and black path.
You know, Abbie was always the athletic one, and you always think about, having a kid come to school is one thing, but having one of your kids come and actually, play in a sport here, that's just over the top.
Abbie is a member of the Cowgirl basketball team. It's a goal she always hoped to accomplish, but just a few years ago, she wasn't sure if she'd get to.
By the time I started my last season of AAU, I was like, okay, well, whatever chance you get to play basketball in college, is going to be a good one. Not a lot of people get to do this, and so I was kind of like accepting of the fact if I didn't get to go to OSU, like, it's going to be okay. I was still going to get to play somewhere. And then in the middle of that summer, Coach Tell called me and offered me, and I was like, for real? Really? And it took me by surprise, but I was really excited.
In the back of her mind, she knew she would eventually commit to the Cowgirls, but she decided to make her dad sweat it out just a little bit.
I was kind of trying to figure out like how I was gonna tell them, because it's like, how do you tell your parents you're gonna go to your and their dream school for you? So it's like, I was like, this is big news. Like, how am I gonna do this? And I was like, yes, on the down low. That's the correct way.
Her mother and I are like, man, she could make this, anytime now. She could decide. And I'd ask her mother, did she say anything to you? No, not a word. And she's evil like that. She's just gonna be like, I'm gonna wait them out to the dead end of that. So we were at breakfast, and so we're up there eating, and she's just, she's chowing through our breakfast and stuff like that. And she kind of takes a pause and says, if you were gonna call one of these coaches, which one would you call first? And I thought, well, I think I'd call the coach that I was gonna commit to just to make sure the deal was still on. I thought, well, here it is. She's gonna say, nope, she just goes back to eating. And then she goes along there and she finishes eating, and then she finally is like, she just looks up and says, well, I think I'm going to call Coach Littell. And that's how we found out.
Making her dad wait it out until the very end was a rare victory for Abbie.
My dad growing up, he never let us win anything. That was a life lesson you got to learn early in the Winchester household.
When you're 6'6", it's easy to beat her for a lot of years. And I remember we were playing horse. She'd always want to play horse. We're playing, and she's lost like 2 or 3 times this day. And finally, she rolls a lucky shot in or something like that. She beats me. I tell you, she takes off running. She's doing the airplane wings, circling the court, circling me, just howling.
I'm sure he failed to mention the fact that I was like maybe 8. I finally beat him. I finally won. And I was so ecstatic. I took off. I was running around. I was screaming and yelling. I was doing the airplane arms, I was so ecstatic. That might be the only time I can remember where I beat my dad at something.
Every hard-earned victory in Abbie's life, including that game of horse, has led to this.
I will tell you, the first time she came out on the floor, just with the uniform on, it was just almost more than you can take, because you're thinking you're about to swell up. You think, man, this really is going to happen, and it really did happen.
Abbie is now a junior at OSU. She made her first career start against Louisville in the Virgin Islands earlier this season. She also started on the road against West Virginia. But it was when she made her first home start against Texas that meant more than she could have ever imagined.
I think my mom said she teared up a little bit, which was really sweet. But definitely starting at home was kind of a dream come true, because there's playing at home and then there's starting at home. It's a totally different kind of vibe, I guess. It was kind of like a wow, I did it, I'm here, and this is my dream school, and I got to start for my dream school on my home court, and just being able to share that with them, and kind of this thing that I think definitely all 3 of us the 2 of them have definitely helped me work towards, was very accomplishing and surreal.
If you had told Abbie just a few years ago That she'd be in the position she's in now, she wouldn't have believed you. But Jerry never doubted his daughter's dreams would come true.
Thank you, I guess, for always pushing me to be my best, even when I didn't want it, making me get up and go to the gym, go to workouts and stuff, even if I didn't want to, and kind of showing me the tough side of things, teaching me that, hard work is how you're gonna get anywhere in life, and, all the tough love over the years, that it really obviously paid off, because here I am living my dream, and a lot of it is because of him, so thanks, Dad.